Hello, my name is Janice, and in today's episode I will be showing you how I crocheted this beautiful cardigan. It can be worn by 3 to 6 months old baby girl, and it's a top down cardigan. I will be showing you how I did it step by step, including the measurements of a cardigan. I will be using this yarn. It is 100% acrylic and it is over 100 grams. I'll also be using my tape measure, stitch markers, a needle, and a crochet hook 4.0 millimeters. So let's get started. Since I'm doing a top-down sweater, I will have my head measurements, which is going to act as a guide, and I'm going to measure 40 centimeters. I will make a slip knot because I want to start doing my chains. I'll count the number of chains that I want until I get to 40 centimeters. The head circumference is acting as a guide because that is where I'm starting. So for my chains, I'll count until I get 40 centimeters. I've done 62 chains. Which is giving me 40.5 centimeters, which is okay. There's no problem with that because I've stretched a little bit. Now let's get started with how we're going to start doing our sweater. I'll have some calculations done, and I'll explain how I'm doing it. For my sweater, it will have 4 corners, and I have a total of 62 chains. So I will have to subtract my 4 corners. The total of chains that I have, I subtract my 4 corners, and it's giving me 58. For the 58, I'll have to divide by 2. This is what I have as a guide that is going to help me when I'm doing my back, the shoulders, and the front, the two fronts of my cardigan. Chain 1, I'll now be working on my first row. So skip on that one stitch there, and then start working on your second stitch. I'll be doing single crochet for my first row. 1, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is how they should look like. I will meet you at this far end when I'm done with my 62 single crochet. This is the last chain I'm making for this row, and For the number of chains that you're going to make for your cardigan or sweater depends on the size of the crochet hook that you'll be using. With my 4.0 millimeters crochet hook, I made 62 chains in total. I'll start by marking the corners of the cardigan, and I'll start by counting 8, which is a front, one of the front of my cardigan. 8 of them, and I'll be marking the 9th stitch. That should act as my first corner there. And I'll count 12, one of my shoulders, and I'm going to mark the 13th stitch, which is going to act as my second corner right here. I'll be counting 18 stitches, that is my back, the back of my cardigan, and I'll be marking the 19th stitch right here. I'm going to count 12 of the other shoulder, and I'll be marking the corner, which will be the 13th stitch. And that, of course, will be my 4th corner and my last corner there. Right here. And now the remaining stitches shall be 8, which is the other half of the other fronts. And this is how it looks like after marking the corners of my cardigan, and it will make my work easier with marked corners already. I will start from this point here, and I'll be counting 8 half double crochet until I get my first corner. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over again, pull through all of them. I will be making 8 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the last 8 one. I'll now be doing this corner, and for the corner I'm going to do 2 half double crochet in one single stitch. So 1, chain 1. Sorry for that mix up. Let me show you how to make the corner while making this shoulder here. For these, I'll be counting 12 of them. 12 half double crochet. I've done 2 so far. 3, 4, 5, and I'll meet you when I'm making this corner here. I am making my 12 half double crochet for the first shoulder. I now want to make the corner. I'm now making my second corner of this cardigan. Yarn over, first half double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, and again the same stitch you go through with the second half double crochet, and in between this space is where I will be marking my corner. I'll now be doing the back of my cardigan, and I'll be counting 18 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will be meeting you at these points. I'm doing my 18th half double crochet, and for my corner it's supposed to be in my 19th stitch. Yarn over, first half double crochet, chain 1, yarn over again, and then the same stitch, another half double crochet, and in between the space I mark my corner there. I will be doing the other shoulder. 12 half double crochet, I'll be meeting at these points. This is my 12 half double crochet for these parts. Then I make my corner, this corner here, 2 half double crochet in 1 stitch, chain 1, and then yarn over again, make another half double crochet. This is a position I'm marking for my last corner in this row, and then I'll be making these parts, 8 of them, without marking any other corner. 2, 3, up to these points to make a total of 8 stitches. Chain 1 and then turn my work. After turning, I'll have to go back, do the 8 of them, corner 12, corner 18, corner 12, corner, and then 8, and then turn my work. This is my third row. I started with the foundation chain, did the single crochet, then from the third row I'll be doing half double crochet all through until I finish my cardigan. The number of stitches that I'm going to make are increasing as my rows increases, so it will not be 8 anymore. It will increase from 8, maybe go to 10, and on like that. I am making my first corner here after turning my work, and for the corners it is I'm doing 2 half double crochet, and after doing my first half double crochet, chain 1, I'm chaining 1, and then yarn over to make another half double crochet. I'm now doing the shoulder. It will now not be 12 stitches, but it will have increased when doing my this row. I'm doing my last stitch before making my corner here. I'm repeating the same thing for the corners. Half double crochet, 2 half double crochet in 1 single stitch. In between that space, I'm marking my corner. I'm not doing the back of my cardigan. She'll be 18 plus, We started with 18, but remember I said as I'm increasing my rows, the number of stitches are also increasing. The other corner there before I start doing the shoulder. First half double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, make another half double crochet, and then mark in between the spaces, the other space that I've made. I'm making my shoulder. Started with 12 of them, and now it should be 12 plus. The last stitch for that shoulder, for making my corner. The last half double crochet in that stitch, then in between that space shall act as a corner for the next row that I'll be making. Then the front parts, the last one of the half of the front part should be 8 plus. They're so increasing as my rows are increasing. When when I make it tight, it's a little bit difficult, so I use what I call scooping. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them. I started with 8 for the shoulder, and now I'm at 10. So that means if when I increase my rows, the number of stitches are also increasing. I'm now doing row 4. Row 4 will be the same as the other rows. The first row was single stitch, second and third was half double crochet. On and on it will be half double crochet. I will now be doing more rows of these to get the measurement of the yoke. My yoke shall be 11 centimeters, so I'll be making more rows to have until I get 11 to 11 centimeters for the measurement of my yoke. I added several rows, and this is what I got. I added 1 centimeter because it's giving me 12 for the yoke, and it's okay because the baby will be bigger. It's an allowance, it's allowed. And this is how it looks like. Shoulders, the back, and the front. That's a pattern actually, because I was doing half double crochet, then chaining 1, then another half double crochet, only 2 for the corners. We'll be making the corners for my sleeve, starting from this point and all the way to this other point. I will start from where I last stopped. I will be using the half double crochet. I'm not changing anything, but after connecting the 2 corners for my sleeves, I'm not doing any other corner again. So at this point I will remove the stitch marker and I'll only be doing a single half double crochet, like one half double crochet, then connect to the other stitch marker, to the other stitch, sorry, where the other stitch marker is. I'm only doing single crochet, and then I'll continue doing half double crochet all through until I get to this other sleeve. I'm now doing my other sleeve. I'll remove this stitch marker, then go uh, in that stitch by using half double crochet, remove the other stitch marker, I mean. Then I'll use single crochet to connect the two. I'll continue doing half double crochet until I reached my end. I'll meet you at this end. Chain one, and this is how far I've gone with my cardigan. After connecting the sleeves, I'll be doing several rows to finish on my cardigan. I'll be turning my work, and then I'll continue using the half double crochet. I'm not changing. We're working on the body of the cardigan. I'll be meeting you at this point to show you how I'm going to do my stitches. I'll go in that stitch using two half double crochet, so that's one, and then I'll be doing another one. There's a small, it's not a hole actually, it is a continuation of my corners to show the corners that I was making. I'll continue with half double crochet until I get to the other point, to this other point here. Again, I'll be going in that stitch with two half double crochet. Reason for making my two half double crochet is to leave can I call it a hole, rather to show continuation of my corner. I'll not call it a hole, instead I'll meet you at this end here. I'm done with my row. Chain one, and then I'll be turning to make my other row. And this is what it looks like. There is this space that I was calling a hole, and it's not a hole, it's a space. There it is, on the other side there it is. This is how the back of this cardigan looks like. I will be making other rows that will complete my sweater. I'll turn to make to show you how I'll be making other rows, half double crochet, nothing is changing. I'll meet you at this particular point where I made 2 half double crochet. I'll be doing 1. I'll not do 2. I wanted to leave a space there to show a continuation of my corners where I'll be making my sleeves. And this is how it looks like. And it will look like this in other rows. I'll meet you at this particular end here. At the end of this row, this is the last stitch that I'm making. It's kind of tight, so I'll be using my scooping method for R. I'll chain 1 and then turn my work to do other rows. For the chests it shall be 24. The circumference of the chest shall be 48, so half of these shall be 24, so going round shall be 24 and 24 to make it 28. For my upper sleeve here, I mean for this measurement shall be 9 plus, which is alright, and for the measurement of my sleeve it shall be 16, and for the length shall be 20, 24, 26, or in between 24 and 26. So I'll leave it at that point because the other will be for the ribbing to make it a total, of 24 or 26. I'll now be making my sleeve. The sleeve length shall be 16. So I'll be making lesser because of the ribbing of my sweater, or the ribbing of my sleeve. This space here, it's for the row that is on top of this row here. So I will be starting at this particular position, this one here, moving let's make a slip knot, chain 1, in between this space I'm doing single crochet all round first, so I'm making 2 single crochet in between this space, 2 of them. And then for the rest I'll be moving with single crochet. And for the number of single crochet, they should be the same to ensure uniformity, or to ensure that your sleeve, both of your sleeves look the same. There's none that is going to be bigger than the other one. So I'll be doing single crochet and I'll meet you at these particular points. For my sleeve, I'll be doing decreases. So this is how I'll be doing the decreases. There's a chain here that should be shared. I'll not share it. So I will count 2 and then slip stitch. Then turn my work and I'll start doing the half double crochet all through until I finish on my sleeve. So 3, 4, 5, 6, have 7. I'll be meeting you at this particular point, still doing the half double crochet. I'm at this point here, and there's a stitch that is where I started. I'm not going to share it, so I'm going to skip that one stitch there. This stitch here, I'm going to skip it, and then count to slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch on my upper stitch there, chain 1, and then I'm going to turn my work and do the half double crochet again until I finish using doing the decreases. I'm going to skip on my first stitch and then do my second stitch. So this is what I'll be doing. This is a space that I left there. This is what I'll be doing all through half double crochet until I get to the measurements that I want for my sweater. So I'm skipping this one and then slip stitching on top of that one, on top of this stitch here. Skip that one stitch there, then again all around I'm going to use a half double crochet. This is how it looks like. I did my one sleeve off the camera, and I already did the ribbing for one of the sleeve. I'll be showing you how to do this one later, but I'll be doing I'll do the ribbing for I'll start doing the ribbing for this one, the front part of my cardigan. So I'll be chaining 1, and then I'll be going down using using single crochet. So for the spaces that I'm going to use the spaces according to the rows. So for the row 1, we'll have a space, row 2 a space, row 3 a space. So if I have a total of 10 rows, I shall do 10 single crochet. If I'm having 14 rows, I shall be having 14 single crochet at the end. It can be a little bit difficult, but at least I'm managing because my rows were clear. So that is what I meant when I was saying for each and every row you should do a single crochet, and that one should act as a lead for the other rows that you'll be making. I will be meeting you at the end, at this far end here. shall be very careful here not to leave any stitch to avoid the sweater hanging. So that is single crochet that I've done. Chain one, and then I'll turn my work and start working using half double crochet. Yarn over, and then you're going to start from the first stitch there. You know, I'm not going to skip, sorry. Then the second one, the third one, the fourth one, fifth. Then that is how it looks like until I get to this at the end using half double crochet. This is the last half double crochet I'm working in this row. I'm working on in this row. Chain one and then turn my work. Now for this one I'll be using front posts half double crochet. Alright, I'll start with the first stitch there. I'm going to make half double crochet, then skip this one here and work on this one, front posts half double crochet, again, yarn over, skip this stitch and make a half double crochet on that one, skip this one stitch here to make front posts half double crochet, skip this one, make a half double crochet, front post half double crochet, skip this one to make half double crochet, and then front post half double crochet. And this is what I'll be doing. I will be alternating half double crochet, then doing the front posts half double crochet up to the end. And I started with single crochet, then did half double crochet for my upper row, and then the third one I was alternating half double crochet in the front post half double crochet. I am at the end of this row of the ribbing. I'll be doing front posts half double crochet, and then I'll be finishing with half double crochet. I will be turning my work to work on the spaces for the buttons, but I'll first mark where I'm going to make those spaces. So I'll have to count. I'll have to count the number of stitches I have, and then since I want 3 buttons, I'll divide to get those positions for my buttons. I will be doing 4 buttons instead of 3. I will be doing 4 buttons, not 3. And so this is my third place, my third position, sorry. And now I'll be doing the 4th position for the button. And these are my positions. I'll be doing single crochet for this row. and I'll only do this one because I have this stitch before I reach to my stitch marker. I'll chain 1, 2, and then skip that one stitch there. I'll be testing how whether my button will pass through that space that I've created. I'll continue doing my single crochet until I reach to the other stitch marker. This is the last stitch I'm doing. I am now at that stitch marker. I'll chain 2, skip this one chain stitch here, and then make my single crochet in the next stitch. So I'll make single crochet, and then after I reach the stitch before my stitch marker, I'm going to chain 2 after making that that single crochet, and then I'm going to skip on that stitch to make a single crochet after where I've put my stitch markers. I'll chain 2, skip that one, and then do single crochet after skipping 1 stitch there for uniformity. And this is how it looks like. I'll remove my stitch markers. This is how my spaces look like. I'll finish my ribbing by doing half double crochet to ensure my spaces are tight and well kept in the position. Start with the first stitch, and then in the spaces that I left, I'm going to make 2 half double crochet. That is 1, the same position for my space, enough space for my button. I've made 2 half double crochet, and then I continue. Once I reach in the spaces that I've left for the buttons, I'll be making 2 half double crochet in each spaces that I left, and then the rest I'll be doing single half double crochet. I am at that other space. I'm doing 2 half double crochet. You've done 1, and then the second half double crochet. Then the rest will be single, and once I reach my spaces, the 2 spaces that I left will be 2 half double crochet. And that is it. Making the other side, doing the other side will be exactly as what I've done to this other side. I'll start with single crochet, do half double crochet, and then front posts half double crochet, and that is all, because I'm not making spaces for the buttons in this other side. I did this off the camera. I did the single crochet, half double crochet, and did the front post half double crochet was the one that I was finishing with here. And so I will now be doing the neckline. And for the neckline, I'll be using single crochet all through, and I will only be doing 2 rows. Doing for the neckline, it's not difficult because this just started. The foundation chain um is well done, so it's not that difficult doing the single crochet as it was when I was doing the ribbing. And thank you so much for all my subscribers. I cannot take it for granted. You've shown me much, 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 much love. And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Do continue subscribing, liking, and of course, commenting. So I will meet you at this far end here using single crochet. Chain 1, and then I'll be turning my work again. I'll go back to this other end using single crochet. This is actually part 1 of this cardigan. I will be doing part 2 of this cardigan in order to show you how I did the ribbing of the sleeve, and to show you the ribbing, how to do the ribbing of the waist of this cardigan, because I used two different ribbings for the sleeve and for the waist. And this is how my neckline looks like. And also in part 2, I'll be showing you how to put the buttons. Until next time that I'll be doing part 2. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.